right. Shall we go
All
ahead
right.
and start?
So who do we have here? Who's here? Steve? Is Steve here?
Yep,
Jerry?
Steve's here.
Christina?
Yes,
Chris,
Myself? And
Yep.
you? Is that correct?
that's correct. And
All right.
we have a gal, recording it also.
Oh, good. Okay. So, well, let's make a motion. We'll start the meeting, and I don't think I have to make a motion, but let's open up the meeting where on the agenda it says to review the minutes from our February meeting. I mean, I thought they looked good with everything. I don't know if anybody else took a look at them and reviewed them, but I thought they looked good. Does
I thought so
anybody else
too.
have any comments on that?
Minutes look fine to me.
I motion
Okay.
to approve.
All right, I'll second that for you, Christina. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, so the motion's approved, Jerry.
All right.
So we'll go to public comment. Was there any public comment, Jerry, or anything like that we saw?
No, nothing came in.
Okay. So we'll move on from there. And then we'll go to the next thing was the Conservation Commission. They have the jumping worm at 5/24, which will be May 24th at 7 p.m. at the library. Is that still on, Jerry?
Yes, it is. Sharon Ducott is taking the lead on that now.
Okay. All righty. So we'll wait to see what that is. Is that going to be live, Jerry, on camera, or is that going to be in person?
It will be in person, and I believe it's going to be recorded. I
Okay.
don't know if that'll be recorded live, but
Yeah.
I know that once it's recorded, it will go up on YouTube. But it will
Okay.
be in person at the in that community room.
Okay. All righty. Does anybody have any questions or anything on that, or anything they want to further say?
I should be able to attend in person if we need, if we
Oh.
want someone from the commission to be there.
That would be good, Christina. That would be really good. And then we could always get feedback on that, later in the year as we go through and see what goes on. It's just going to be a quick meeting tonight because I know everyone's busy, and there wasn't really a lot going on because we got a lot of, all of us got a lot of busy things going on. But this next one was brought to me by Keith Arnold, and he wanted us to have some discussion. There's a problem where the kids are coming down into the lower fields there in where the Woodbridge Gardens are, and they're tearing the fields up, going into the four-wheel drives, everything, just tearing them up pretty hard. And, Keith says, I'm renting the land, but I'm putting money into the land with, seed, and he goes and, lines the fields and tries to make them so, he has the feed for the cows and everything. And he gets a little bit upset, and he just said, are the police aware of this? He said, could you bring it up at the commission meeting? And, maybe just, we could send something to the police officer, the police department, try to keep an eye on it. Or maybe, I don't know how much signs are going to do or anything, but I think, if we have a little bit more of attention there, I think it might detract from some of these kids going to do that, or maybe they might even catch somebody. I know we've done that at the cemetery, East Side Cemetery, where we came in there and asked the police to come, have a little more of a presence in there. And it did deter from people tipping over the gravestones and stuff like that. I'm just trying to correlate which would help. So that was one of my suggestions. Does anybody else have any other type of comments or suggestions?
Well, my property similarly occasionally has people who, or the leased area, has people walk
Yeah.
over from Peace Place Playground. And I was wondering, Jerry, is there any guidance on signage that we can put up, or can it just be, posted no trespassing, or?
I would think it could be, but I will clarify that.
Okay, yeah, my issue isn't vandalism so much as just wanting to make sure people are safe and,
Mhm.
there's poison ivy along the edges and, people sometimes walk their dogs there and things. I don't really want
Yeah.
dog poop to clean up and things.
Of course
Um,
not.
in terms of, Chris, if there could be police presence there, I mean, I think that even if it's occasional,
Yeah,
it might just be, a deterrent that this is, property that's
okay.
watched.
I usually, like, if I have an issue or something, with different things, whether it be the school buses or something, I've always dealt with, AJ Capiello. I've told him about the situations, and he's always very good about getting the feedback to the upper people. And, he's helped me out in a way. So I'm gonna give him a call and just tell him what's been going on, and I'll bring that up at our next meeting, and I'll also talk to Keith Arnold and tell him that, we've discussed a little about this and how, I'm gonna make some phone calls and let him know where we're at with everything. Is that good with everyone? Does anybody want to else add into anything? No, we're good?
This works.
That works, okay. And then Jerry, Christina was good. She had written a letter for the invite to the Board of Selectmen, the tour of the leased fields on 4/22. Was that
Yes,
at the past
that's,
Board of
that's,
Selectmen meeting? Did any?
well,
Yeah.
no, this is going to the Board of Selectmen tomorrow night.
Okay.
The assistant administrative officer, who is now Karen Crosby, she will present
Okay,
it. They
okay,
will respond to me, and then I will let you know.
okay. And Christina, what time did you say at your house? 9 or 10 o'clock? On the
9.
22nd?
Yeah, I
9?
think 9,
Yes.
and was it just an hour, Jerry? Was it 9 to 9:30 at mine and then, or start 9:30 at Chris's?
More or less, yes. It'll be between 9 and
Okay.
10, and, time at yours and then down to Chris's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think that works for me. And then I think we could show them. I think sometimes when you go out there and you show them stuff, I think they get more of a clue to what we're talking about than, people say, oh, I drove by and took a look at something. I think sometimes when you get out and you actually hoof it around, you can see, what we're trying to do or the improvements people are trying to make. So I think that'll be a good thing. I don't think we need to make any motions, do we, Jerry,
No,
on anything?
no.
Does anybody else have any more comment on anything? No? Well, since we'll make this a short meeting, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Steve will second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we're